Hi Taurus, welcome. So Taurus, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to be starting with the general messages and then I'm going to go into the you versus them love reading. My readings are timeless, so I just trust that whenever you find this, that's when it's for you. And let's get into it. So Taurus, as I was meditating on the energy, there was a lot of different messages coming through. The energy seems a little bit erratic or unstable to me, but honestly, that's kind of the collective right now in general, especially for those my Tauruses that live in the U.S. right now. So I felt that in most of the readings that I've done so far, but let's see what specifically you may have going on. And you have the card of Mercury. So this is all about communication, expressing yourself, receiving news, learning new things, learning new information. It's a very social energy as well. So maybe highlighting your social life or your social network. You might be encouraged to get out a little bit more than usual during this time frame. Or you might just feel like talking. I don't know. Do you need to talk, Taurus? I'm here for you. So let's see what else we have coming through, and don't mind my dog if you hear him in the background. Her or him. I have two dogs. You know, every car that drives by, van, delivery man, they must alert. It's like their job, you know. So I respect that. But anyways, you may hear them in the background. So let's see what else we have coming through. You have the card of politics. Not my favorite card. It's similar to the Seven of Swords in traditional tarot, and I'm going to show it to you here in just a second. We got a lot of cards here. And it's paired with the card of morality. Card number 7. Just take a look at that. All right. This is somebody like misrepresenting themselves. Now, some of you, it could very well be politics. We are in election season here in the U.S. And no, I do not get into politics. Most definitely not on this channel or in general. But some of you, that may just literally be what it's highlighting. And it's next to the card of morality. So morals and politics. Very interesting, right? Now, in a general sense, energetically speaking, this could also represent like wearing false facades or somebody representing themselves to you, Taurus, and it's not really quite who they really are or how they really feel, like misrepresenting one's persona or emotions. Or you might be doing this now. Keep it real with yourself. You know if it's you or somebody else. And because it's next to the card of morality or morals, I just feel like it's very like a corrupt energy, and I got specifically the word corruption. So some of you may very well be into like, you know, politics. And or you could be dealing with somebody who says they have morals, but they really are maybe a bit corrupt, or at least that's how you view them. Okay. And or it could be you. So then you have the card of laziness and the master. But I actually like this card of laziness because this is like chilling out. This is like a guy on vacation. This is like the good type of lazy, right? This is where you're in a state of allowance and it's just like it will be what it will be, right? Kind of removing yourself from any drama or unnecessary stress in your life, okay? And I feel like for a lot of you, this is something you're mastering right now or have mastered, like how to relax when maybe there's a tense situation going on or this like political weird, you know, snake in the grass type of energy. And as opposed to like freaking out or losing your own morals or your own self, it's more of this energy of like just chilling out, letting law of attraction and karma do what it do, and staying in that receptive mode. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper then for my Taurus and see what else we have. What else does Taurus need to know during this time frame? So I don't usually do these type of messages in a general reading. Now, if this was a private reading, I would be literally saying like everything that's popping into my mind, because it would be specific to the person I'm reading for. But because there's lots of you, I mean, sometimes I will say it, but most of the time I curb it. But I do want to say, like, intuitively, I'm getting a lot of messages around that corruption energy, like fraud, fraudulent activity. I actually heard insurance fraud. So to be very specific, if this was a private reading, I would be going much farther into that. But because in a general sense, not all of you are going to be personally touched by those specific topics, but it may be in a general sense, like something you're viewing, watching online, hearing about another person. You know what I mean? Like, there's something weird about that going on in the atmosphere, okay? So, Three of Cups, Two of Wands, what else? Six of Wands. I feel like you're going to rise above whatever this is, though, Taurus. I mean, the Three of Cups is all about kind of reconciling things with yourself, but you could also be reconciling with a partner, a friend, a family member, you know, take it as it's resonating, because it is paired next to the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands to me is usually like when you feel at a crossroads about something and you're trying to make a choice, right? Now, some of you are trying to make a choice if you want to reconcile with maybe somebody who has put on a false facade, you know, is fake, you know, or you sense like something isn't quite right here. You know what I mean? So I guess use your intuition when it comes to that, for those of you who are dealing with that, right? Because I feel a little bit on edge every time I go into that energy. But whatever this is, I feel like there'll be a successful outcome. Like, I feel like you're rising above whatever those crossroads that you're at. Some of you, it may be to deal with kind of just reconciling in your heart something that you've needed to do for a long time, or soothe in yourself for a long time. Some of you, it's something that's taken you quite a while to get over, because you just couldn't make it make sense, you know, like you just couldn't reconcile it in your heart or in your mind. But there is an opportunity to gain either insight, clarity, or closure on that during this time frame as well. So let's go deeper. The Chariot. Four of Wands. And the Lover. So they're again highlighting the social circle, your friendship circle, and also love, okay? And family. So it seems like relationship dynamics in general are being highlighted or placed in your life as a level of importance, or something for you to pay attention to during this time frame. The Chariot here talks about fast movement forward. It could also talk about travel, but it's paired with the Four of Wands, which is all about unions, the family structure, home, stability, real estate, things of that nature. And then it has the Lovers here, which is like twin flame soulmate energy. Yeah, so things could be moving pretty rapidly in a relationship, quite literally right now, especially for those who have recently come together in a union or have recently reconciled. All right. Be careful that you don't overlook the red flags, is what I'm hearing. But I feel like all system a go right now. For others of you, this could be like full steam ahead with, you know, stabilizing your home and your finances right now, and having that supportive, good people around you that you need, Taurus, in order to move your objective forward or move closer towards your goal, right? So let's go a little bit deeper. This is actually really positive. So it's interesting that the Seven of Swordsy energy is crowning the reading, but let's go deeper. Let's see what else. What else for my Taurus? Oh my goodness. Okay. The Magician. the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Three. This may be a good time, by the way, to save up money. Okay, you may have some expenditures coming through or things that you'll need to pay out. Okay, so if you're doing really well, like with your finances, or you're pulling money in, yes, you know, always. I say money is energy, so I don't ever really ever encourage anybody to hoard or hold on to money, but I guess I'm saying be balanced with it. So yes, definitely, you know, let it out as soon as it comes in, but keep a little bit to the side is what I feel. Is there maybe something big coming up, or something coming up that you want to spend your money on, or that you need to spend your money on, right? Hold on a second. Sorry. Okay. So some of you kind of, I want to go back to like the hoarding thing, or like hoarding money, or like holding on to things. I don't know why this is coming up. I don't know why I feel the need to talk about it, but just stay with me. It is exactly as I just said it is. Money is energy, right? And law of attraction is always in place. And law of attraction says that of which is likened to itself shall be drawn, right? So if you're a stingy person, okay, because maybe you have a fear of losing out, losing money, or maybe you've had that happen to you in childhood or in your past or whatever, and so therefore you become stingy, right? Meaning you don't give very easily, you're not very trusting with your money. The thing about that vibration of stinginess is the universe will respond by being stingy to you. So like the money won't flow in the way that it could flow in. Instead, it will come in like small little incremental, you know, paycheck by paycheck type of stuff, right? And it's interesting because a lot of people who are raised in poverty stay in poverty because they were not taught about the energy flow of money, right? They watched and witnessed like maybe their parents struggle or their grandparents struggle, and how they had to be frugal and maybe stingy, right, to survive. And the thing is like that misunderstanding gets passed down as to how money comes in generation over generation. And it's hard to break that generational patterning of thought, but it really is only a thought pattern, you see, because that of which is likened to itself. If you believe you are poor, life will put you in a circumstance where you have evidence of that poverty, okay? And that doesn't mean, though, that you have to stay in that space your whole life. And I'm sure you've heard the stories of people who, like, make it overnight, you know, that break that curse, that are the first of their family to graduate college, or the first of their family to go a different direction, you know? And it's really mindset that separates them from the rest. That's it. It's just mindset. It's how you think about money. If you feel that there's ample opportunities out here, that money can flow to you in many directions, and you open your mind up to that, and you open your heart up to that, then the universe will respond by making you abundant. If you feel abundant in life, regardless of whether you have the evidence of it or not, life will make you abundant in time. Because that of which is likened to itself shall be drawn. Everything you believe about yourself, the state of the world and the state of your life, including your finances, that is what the universe will give you over and over and over and over again. Whatever you believe is true for yourself. All right, so some of you, it's about breaking generational curses or generational patterns of thought that prevent you from really letting it flow the way that it could flow. And this is like an energy money flow 101. I don't know why I feel the need to go in this, especially for my hoarders. For some reason, I feel like I'm connecting with a hoarder right now. Not all of you. I know not all of you. But I had to say it because I never get that word, hoarding. So, especially for those, okay? Just trust. Just trust that what I'm saying is real and is true. And try it. Try it. Test it out. Test it out. Test out changing your thoughts and your mind about money. Praise money where you see it. Believe that it's coming to you. Be open to it coming from many avenues, not just through your primary job either. Because it can come through many, many, many ways and forms. Okay, so moving back to this general reading, some of you, I'm sorry to go on that tangent, but money seems to be really heavily highlighted right now, and the management of money and how you think about money and yada, 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 right? And I heard there will always be enough, okay? There will always be enough. There will always be enough. There will always be enough. Some of you are very worried about this, or there's concern. There will always be enough. You will never be left without. You will never be left without. There will always be enough. I don't know why I'm soothing you right now, but I love you, Taurus. Okay. Back to the general reading. Here you are, Taurus. There's also going to be, they want to apply that there will always be enough to people as well. Supportive people, people who have the answers, people who can help you, people who can assist you, the right person, the right time, the right timing. You know, like, have you ever thought you were at a dead end and then it turned out there was another curve in the road? There's no dead ends in life. There is no impossibilities. If there's a problem, there is an equal solution that is created at the same time the problem is created. So the universe is duality. So for every problem, there is a solution. We are never without solutions. So some of you feel maybe you've run out of solutions or yada, yada, yada. There is more solutions, right? So what is it about? Is it about trying to tackle this to the ground in your mind and your heart? No, that's not the way you find a solution. You got to trust, right? It's actually through this laziness energy, through just enjoying the moment and being in the moment and being appreciative and making the best or making light of anything you can, and knowing, trusting that the universe has heard you and is delivering to you the right solutions and the right timing. And for some of you, yes, the money. Some of you, the lover. Some of you, all of the above, right? And I don't know what all this political crap was about with, you know, false facades and all this, but after I got all the cards out, I feel like this is so stupid. Like, there's something so petty going on that in the big picture is like, should not be the focal point. And who cares anyways? I mean, I hate to be like that flippant about it, but this is the only negative cards out right now, Taurus. So don't give your undivided attention to the only negative in the room. You know, if you were in a room full of people and all of them were pleasant and there to love you, and maybe one of them was just a negative Nancy and had bad motives, you would put yourself in a position where you would give the negative Nancy all your undivided attention and mute out all the people that are there for you, that do love you. That would be silly. That would be nonsensical. Why would you spend the whole party with the one asshole as opposed to the 20 other loving people? You know, you wouldn't do that, would you? But yet sometimes our mind, even though we may have lots of support and love flowing to us, may focus on the one person who's not being supportive, you know. But the thing is you don't have the ability to change anybody else, and that's just going to mess your energy up. So it's got to be unimportant or not as important as what's going well for you, Taurus. Let's see what the guidance is, and then let's go to the you versus them love reading for Taurus. You versus them love. What is the guidance for this portion of the reading? I had this song in my head. It's by Maroon 5. I'm not like a huge fan of Adam Levine because, let me not give my opinion of celebrities. Anyways, the song is, And girls like you, guys like me to get down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know, Cardi B's in it. Look it up. Card number 23. My manifestations are the indicators of my beliefs. 23 is my lucky number, by the way. It is always true that whatever you're living always matches your chronic vibrational patterns, aka your beliefs and thoughts. And it does not matter if you have an excellent excuse for your negative thinking and negative emotions, they will still equal your point of attraction. What is manifesting on every subject in your life is an indicator of the belief you hold and the chronic pattern of thought, and only you can change that. Ooh, such a good one. Whew. All right, well, that was very interesting. Let's go to your love reading. Stay right there. I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'll be right back in just a second. Welcome back. All right, now we're going to go into the love reading, you versus them. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's get into it. So, Taurus, you have the card of harmony, and this person has the card of silence. And I love that the color scheme is very similar. Both are very blue, which is like a calming energy. So you and your person may just be in this space where you're feeling more calm, more at ease, more at peace, whether that be with each other, just like in general, or maybe that's what you're both wanting right now. So I love that. And it also gives me like this nighttime feel. FYI, pay attention to your dream state. My dream state has been wild. I can't even tell you guys, like wild. I really so badly wanted to tell you this dream I had, but I don't want to make it about me right now. So catch me on Facebook though. I do go live there and chat about me. Okay, so anyways, Taurus, recent past energy for my Taurus. What's going on with Taurus? We have the High Priestess, the Wheel. Oh, that's the money, and I do not trust that, actually. The Wheel. The Eight of Wands. Okay, so there's something here maybe you don't trust or you haven't trusted about this connection or this person in the past. The High Priestess is the most intuitive person in the tarot. Okay, and this is somebody who trusts their gut, who trusts their intuition more than they trust what they hear, what they see, you know. Yes, so, and then you also have the Wheel of Fortune here, which is to me all about karma and divine timing. So I feel like maybe this connection in the past has required for you to kind of just trust in the divine timing of the universe, that things would move forward or did move forward in the way that they were designed to, in the way that they were meant to. I feel a little bit of entrapment here with the Eight of Swords, but I think this is like a self-induced type of entrapment where maybe you were really getting it in your head over the connection, or something that was communicated about or recently about the connection or with this person. And I feel you wanting harmony more than anything though at the end of the day. So let's see this person's recent past towards Taurus. What do they need to know? Yeah. There's that song again. That was in the spiritual reading too. Sorry, I can't hold myself. The Emperor, the Four of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Tower. Okay, so I feel like Taurus, this person in the past, for them, okay, So what I was getting, sorry, I had to stop for a second to make sure I was really hearing it. Their priorities were messed up. I keep getting the word prioritizing. So take that as it resonates with you. I feel like this person is, see, because I don't usually get that from that card combination, but intuitively that's what I feel. The Emperor is typically somebody who likes to be in control, or at least seem like they're in control, right? The Four of Wands is, in this deck, about friendship and playfulness and like kind of going out, partying. I don't know if this person was doing a lot of that, or they just, I mean, there's nothing wrong with prioritizing having fun or being playful. Okay, don't get me wrong, but for some reason, I don't know if you felt that that wasn't where they should have been prioritizing, or maybe you were the one doing that. I don't know, it could be vice versa, but I get a message about that. Take it or leave it. But in general, this is like wanting to be in control of a situation here, or of their life, of this union. Six of Pentacles is all about equal give and take, and then the Tower, which is a very disruptive energy. So there may have been some imbalances in the equal give and take when it came to relationships or their priorities. I'm specifically getting their priorities, like something out of balance there. And it could be, you know, prioritizing like frivolous things over important things, or frivolous connections over very important connections, or maybe they're being frivolous with money. And, you know, like I could equate this to a lot of things, but that's the gist of what I'm feeling. So let's go to your perception of this person in the now moment. How does Taurus see this person? Two of Cups, the Magician, the Fool, the Three of Wands, and the Death and Rebirth. So Two of Cups is like feeling like a soulmate, okay, or very closely tied to this person. The Magician to me is all about like conscious manifestation. Some of you felt like you manifested this connection quite literally, and you did. I mean, you manifest everything in your life. There's no accidents. I cannot stress that enough. But anyways, but because some people don't really pay attention to what they're thinking about or viewing or watching most of the time, they never make the connection that they thought it into existence. Isn't that crazy? But you did. Anyways. And then they want to say like, oh, it came out of nowhere. It didn't come out of nowhere. It came out of the oblivious. Not the oblivion, the oblivious. Just saying. Okay, so maybe you guys felt like it. Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. I'm not trying to offend. Maybe you are the one that's like, wow, that just feels like this connection or this person or whatever. Something came out of nowhere or oblivion, and it's like, no, it's been percolating in the energy for a while. It's been percolating in your thought patterns, which attracted their thought patterns. So there's been something in the works that maybe feels like it came out of nowhere, but it did not. Okay. Anyways, the Fool to me can be kind of an impulsive energy, right? But it could also mark a new beginning. The Three of Wands is like making a decision and moving forward, but that decision is literally going to change or end the prior life path or the prior cycle that you were in, the prior relationship, you name it, okay? So there's something like, I don't want to say life-changing about the connection, but yeah, kind of. Like, there's something big here about this connection, like changing directions for you or changing pathways for you. And I feel this has already occurred on an energetic wavelength, but you know, energy is faster than the physical. Physical manifestations are slow and they take forever. Think of how fast your thoughts are versus how long it takes to actually like make it happen in the physical. That's why like Abraham Hicks or the spiritual gurus will say even your present reality in the eyes of spirit and energy is the past because there's such a delay. Anyways, I don't know why I'm going into all of that. I'm so chatty today. I hope you appreciate that. Let's see what this person, what's their perception of the connection in the now. It's the perception of Taurus. In the now, 10 of Cups, 3 of Cups. There's that stupid song again. Sorry, I'm gonna call it stupid, but I'm not a fan of his. Yeah. This person sees the connection through the eyes of love. Like 10 of Cups to me is like emotional fulfillment, family, sense of belonging, sense of connection, sense of support, a sense of peace. And yet they feel overwhelmed at times still, or a little bit lost in the emotion of something. It could be overwhelming. I don't know. I heard overwhelmingly emotional. So I don't know if it's the connection that makes them feel that way, or they've got something going on like that within another relationship or their family. But I just definitely got the word overwhelmingly emotional. So it's not exactly the way that you see the connection, but it's impactful and it's big, and yet I feel like this person feels the lightness of that and the weight of it at the same time. Like if they don't keep their balance, it could either, in balance it feels delightful, I feel, and out of balance it feels suffocating or too much or overwhelming. And I'm getting that about the connection, but it could be like also things that are going on in their life. Okay, so let's go into how you feel underneath it all. How does Taurus feel about this person genuinely underneath it all? The Hermit, 7 of Wands, the Hangman. There's a little bit of hesitancy here, or a little bit of, I feel like you may be in this space where, like, to me, I always get like a protective energy, you see, because this guy's not just letting anybody come in his castle, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's you, Taurus. Like, you know, you've done a lot of self-work or self-reflection. The Hermit to me is the enlightened one. It's somebody who is very wise, and it's like, okay, in order for you to be able to pass go, to get past my boundaries, this is you speaking, Taurus, I need to truly see all of you, or the big picture, right? The Hangman is also the enlightened one. It's also somebody trying to see something from a different angle. So I feel like you've looked at this person or this connection from many different angles to maybe try and alleviate that feeling of staying guarded or protected. Let's go into this person's heart space. How do they feel about Taurus? 2 of Swords. Page of Pentacles. And the Empress. Whoa! The Star and the Hermit. Ace of Swords. So the 2 of Swords is kind of like this uncertain energy. I heard I don't know what to believe sometimes, or don't know what to feel, okay? There's this card of potential here, but it's like this person is unaware or doesn't really know maybe their own potential or your potential together. But it's also paired with the Empress, which is like growth, it's patience, it's warmth. It's like, if you just give it time, right, this potential could really blossom into something much bigger, or development or growth, not just within this person, but for the both of you. And the Star here, which is the card of healing, the card of hope, the card of wish fulfillment, okay? And it's paired next to the Hermit. So I feel like, you know, there's something growing within this person, okay? And it is like this hopefulness, like it is a positive energy. They're going from like doubtful to hopeful. And that's a huge leap on the emotional scale, with doubtful kind of being at the bottom. You know, because doubt doesn't feel that good, does it? the lack of faith. It's the lack of hope, right? And hope and faith kind of being at the top of the emotional scale. This person is making a lot of progress, okay? So let's see most likely outcomes then for Taurus, which could be changed by free will, obviously. But where is this likely headed? Too many. Yeah, so I feel like there is huge potential to work on this, to build on what you have currently in place, to build on your current foundation, to stay the course, to get to the end of the yellow brick road here, which is the Ace of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is like the seedling, and the Ace of Pentacles is like the tree, you know, the full manifestation or the full growth of something, a full commitment, loyalty, having the see, taste, touch experience, right? And yeah, I get the word roller coaster, and yeah, it could feel like a roller coaster. Maybe it has felt like that for you in the past, but be brave, Taurus. All things will come to pass, and all things will come to I don't want to say conclusion, but there is like some conclusiveness to this. Like there's a conclusion here, you know? Coming to a conclusion. Let's see this person's most likely outcome. The Lovers. Judgment. What are they trying to let go of? There's something that this person is trying to let go of that they've been holding on to that's kind of been holding them back in a way. And I think that intuitively they're being led in that direction of release, of letting go of, and I get that it has to deal with like things that are outside of their control, like the need to focus, fixate, worry on that, you know? But the Union card is here, the Lovers is here. Again, very magnetic draw or connection here. It could be their own judgments that they're needing to release, or, you know, it could be a million things. Let me not narrow it down for a general reading, but I feel that this person is getting downloads or receiving the guidance that they're asking for if they're open to it. What are they holding on to? Oh, okay. They're holding on to this idea of endedness or completion, which is weird because I just got that weird message for you. There's no endedness to anything because life is eternal. I know that it's hard to grasp that when we're in our flesh bodies that do have expiration dates, just like everything that is made of flesh, right? But the consciousness, the you that is really you, that makes you you, is eternal, will continue, will have another life or another experience, etc., right? So this whole idea of like, I have to get this done and I need to accomplish this, and I need to get to this end state of being so that I can feel complete or accomplished. And it's like, you're never going to be in a state of completion because you are never done. And that's a good thing because that's what puts the eternal in eternal, right? So every time you arrive at a goal, it won't be long before you're already cooking up your next goal or your next experience or your next love or your next job, next. It will always be that way. And the sooner you can understand that, get on board with that and feel good about that, the better, because that'll mean that you're going to release yourself from the constriction or the idea that there's something not yet done, and that means something's wrong. It's not wrong. It's part of the process. You're perfectly perfect where you're at, right here, right now, and you're never going to get it done. And you can't get it wrong because it's never truly done. Let's see what the guidance is then. Card number 34. Inspired action is always pleasurable action. Okay. The dominance of your thought is what brings everything to you and what is behind the action that you offer. By seeking good feeling thoughts that align with you, your action will then always feel good. You cannot muster enough action to compensate for misaligned thought, but action that is inspired from aligned thought will always be pleasurable action. So I say get into alignment and then. Okay, so Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. Zodiac signs you may be connecting with or have in your own chart. I have Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Aquarius, Taurus, Pisces, Libra, Scorpio, Aries, Virgo, Scorpio, Aries, and Taurus again. Those are the primary signs that I'm seeing. Keep in mind it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. You can find me on Facebook for more fun stuff. But in the meantime, I'm wishing you the very best, Taurus. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.